Alright guys, welcome to a special quick little look through Goboro Reef. This is the first zone in Nightmare Tide, otherwise known as Rift 3.0. They just kind of lifted the NDA for us testers today, so we're all excited getting through this. Seaton is currently on hand and doing a current live stream of his own, and you may hear him kind of bantering back and forth with us in TeamSpeak as we run through here, but I wanted to give you guys a first look at some of the areas that I personally love. Where you see me at right now is actually the first area you come in at, which is Luminous Passage, or as we know it, the Infinity Gate. This is sort of the other end of that gate in the plane of water. So let's go ahead and take a look around. You can notice all of the coral and aquatic plants are very, very detailed. They kind of have their own sort of shimmer and look to them. I am riding a Crocnard underwater, and those of you that pre-ordered the expansion or bought the large Ultimate Edition also have that Cobalt Thrasher that'll immediately work underwater as well. So I guess I should go ahead and mount up on that bad boy. This is not going to be a very detailed look, so to speak, but I am going to show you some of the cool things to look out for. Uskar the Mangler is a very large shark that has some special stuff going on. Keep an eye out for him. And we're approaching one of the first surprises. I'll just ride through here. Oh, there we go. The water walls that you just somehow fall out of inside of this. It's great. You'll find that water in 3.0 is not a specific two-dimension type thing. It doesn't just fill up a vacuum or excuse me, doesn't just fill up the volume of an area. It actually has unique properties here in the plane of water, like these water walls. You can actually run right up to them, jump into them, and start swimming right away. Yeah, you can get up on top, just like you would water, or you can fall right out of them. But keep going on. This is the Moon Riven Breach. There's a really, really cool trench that you kind of quest through early on. We look up in the sky, you'll actually see two things here. First, towards the left, you kind of see it a little bit animated. That's called the spout. You guys will learn about that through the quests. And to the right, that kind of large shell thing that looks like it's floating there in the sky, that's actually the moon for the plane of water. Very, very crazy stuff. The skybox is absolutely amazing looking here in 3.0. You can see that it looks like we're actually underwater, even though we're on dry land. That means that water is always around you in the plane of water. Off to the side there, we see Giel Fortress. I'm sure I mispronounced that, but that is a very special area for those that have been keeping up on the news. That is actually a dungeon within 3.0. And it is a part of the Goboro Reef zone. We can actually take a look at that in a little bit. Again, guys, like the amount of detail that goes into all these aquatic plants and just like the flora around this area is absolutely stunning. They've done an amazing job knocking out the art within the expansion. It looks a lot different from what we've seen before in Rift, but at the same time, it definitely has the same feel that we've always had within Rift. I'm going to try to avoid combat if at all possible, just to keep this pretty quick. We're coming here to the Atragarian Well. which you can see is a large shell-like structure. I can ride around here. There's also a giant shipwreck here. Not quite sure why we have a ship, but apparently a mermaid there has taken up residence on the tip. And let's take a look under the water. This is, I don't want to call it a town, because it's certainly not a complete town, but one of the first areas we get to come into in 3.0 that's not a hostile environment. So there are friendly people here that you get to talk to in NPCs. Some of these NPCs will actually not be here, like Dungeon Master, that's only for testing. There is a crafting area here inside the Atragarian Well. Again, I'm not sure if this is placeholder or if this is going to change. This is still beta, and rough beta at that. Anything here is subject to change at any time without any notice to us. So we get, big updates just about every week with content for 3.0 that we've been testing. But we'll continue on down into the well. There is some sort of structure here that the mermaids appear to worship a little. It's like a statue of some sort. Very, very pretty. I do not know if that symbol has some sort of significance, but who knows? Now, if we go further, we're going to see a lot more of this fantasy-type art style of plants, or I guess aquatic plants. Crazy, crazy. Great-looking fish that we've never seen before. And again, I want to remind everybody that, I may have looked at underwater content here pretty quick, but the underwater content is not a majority of the content you're going to see in 3.0. It actually adds up to roughly 10% of everything that we see within 3.0. They've done their best to make combat feel nice underwater. It doesn't feel completely out of place at all, and I feel like I can actually maneuver around and get back to where I want to go without too much of a hassle. So this is just a little sneak peek of kind of like the caves that are under the well. They are under the entire zone within Goboro Reef, and they're very, very pretty. They're really nice to go around and explore, and people that love exploring every nook and cranny of a zone are going to have a field day with that. So I'm actually going to head over to... I can just take a porticulum over here real quick. This is one of the various temples that we find within 3.0. Very, very pretty looking architecture. Water was kind of clipping there. There's the Pelagic Guard that we've seen in some data leaks. They have all new armor. Don't really know if they're constructs or like robots, but they're really, really cool looking. I like those guys. This is just south of where we were at the well, by the way, for those that are interested in knowing where this part of the zone is. Appears to be a whole load of invasions there. I'll try not to aggro them as I pass. That's back at the temple where we were earlier. I can't hop up this water wall and... No. And that's why we're still in beta. That's probably the same way. Yes.
User joined your channel.
What's happening, ladies?
You right there, boys? Hey, damn, Big Kev.
Howdy ho, Seaton. You guys holding it down still?
The NDA dropped on 3.0, so we're doing a live
we're
stream
both-
at the moment.
Yeah, I'm doing a quick
I have
little recording.
200 viewers, which
Nice,
is pretty
Seaton.
rare. It's
to hear
surreal, man. I can't believe it.
Fucking
Here
good job,
is
guys.
here's the Salt Shallows. This place is absolutely awesome looking as well. Love it, love it, love it.
Streaming on YouTube or you streaming on Twitch?
All new
Streaming on Twitch, buddy. You can come in and join the fun.
all new art through this zone as well. I don't know if I can make it down to the spout through here or not. I personally have not tried, but it looks like it. Go and take a look at that, and then we'll head up and take a look around the Giel Fortress area as well. Toggling on and off the map too much. I don't want to come down here. We're back at the well. I'll just take the portal over. We'll go look at the Giel Fortress real super quick. So Giel Fortress is a completely different looking area than the beautiful aquatic plant life that we just got done seeing. It's actually a much more barren and rusted area. I believe they actually talked about this on the live stream a couple weeks back, stating that this area is where the Bloodstorm actually invaded the area, or I'm sorry, Bloodfire, not Bloodstorm. Bloodfire invaded the area, and this is kind of their ground zero for invasion on the plane of water. This is actually used to be the tree of life, so to speak, for the area, and they completely came in and crashed the party. So this is actually a little bit of a different theme zone. If we ride a little bit deeper in here, we're actually going to start seeing level 65 elites. I'm not sure if this is going to maintain the same vibe through all the zones, but it does appear that each zone at least has one area that would be considered in-game worthy or just top-end worthy. So monsters in this area are 65 elites. You can see they do have quite a considerable amount of HP. Rifts here, however, are level 61. That'll probably be changed around. Away from the air rift so we can get back to the normal skybox. They even changed the skybox for this area. You can see that it's almost like it's polluted or not quite as crystal clear and blue as the other one was. The tree itself is dead and kind of white colored, pale. would rather take the tar damage than be attacked by some of these guys at the moment. Again, the art direction that I have seen within 3.0 is absolutely just stunning. They've got enough of the old Rift in here, and we can see it in these enemies, and that's to be expected. If these people are from the Plane of Fire, we expect them to look like things from the Plane of Fire. So there's enough of that, and obviously the other planes as well, while still introducing brand new creatures that we've never ever seen before that didn't make their way out of the Plane of Water or still or have yet to be found, that sort of thing. But it's an all around, it's a really, really amazing look. So this again is Gale Fortress. A lot of sunken ships and broken dreams around here, probably. I don't think my patron pass is up yet, but I do have some batteries, so teleport over to Gar Station Mim. Gar Station Mim is one of the last zones that you'll come through here questing with. There's the fortress that we just were at, just so we have bearings. The quick little look at the map. Again, map is work in progress as well, so this is all subject to change until it's done. But this place actually included almost like ruins that we can look through that had a rather unique feeling. Again, we have the barnacles and things that we saw on the Infinity Gate. There's kind of like the moss that you would expect to grow from the place being wet for a while, and all that pretty art that we saw before. Here's a line of people in this stylish helm that I believe the pre-order packages got. I think it's the $50 and the $150 package. It's got the cosmetic helm. That's kind of interesting. I've never actually talked to these guys, but they're pretty neat to see. This whole area, again, is on dry land. You'll see a lot of, stuff you're familiar with seeing, such as rifts, but there's all new content to enjoy, all new story quests to enjoy. Obviously, I've missed some story quests since I've been in here, through here last. There is underwater content for those of you that want to enjoy the underwater content. There are quests that lead you down here and all new places to explore. But for those of you that are fearful of how much stuff is underwater, I can promise you not that much. Goboro Reef has the most underwater content of all the other zones, and in fact, it probably is the I wouldn't say the only, but it definitely makes up like 90% of the underwater content that you guys have just seen in this short little walkthrough. There are quests, obviously, that lead you through all of these zones, but there's not a whole lot that's going to force you to swim around and attack things while being underwater the whole time. Anyway, though, guys, if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment in the YouTube section. I want to be uploading this to YouTube for those of you watching the live stream right now, but feel free to leave a comment. I'll try to get back to you or do a up-close and personal video if you guys have any questions about anything you may have seen within this short little stream. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and feel free to subscribe if you like what you see.